Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Gabby if you are new here, and today we are going to be in my kitchen. We are going to be making 4 delicious chicken marinades that we can pour over some chicken breasts and some chicken thighs, stick it in our freezer, and whenever we're ready to eat it for dinner, I just pull it out and thaw it out and have a delicious meal ready for us. In the video, you will hear me go back and forth on if I want to make 3 meals or 4, but I'm telling you now, I ultimately decided on making 4 dinners, which was the perfect idea. I was able to pick up family-sized chicken breast packages of chicken breast from my store as they were on sale. So we're going to go ahead and trim off some fat from our chicken thighs. We're going to thinly slice our chicken breast, and we're gonna go ahead and get to marinating some chicken. At the end of this video, I am gonna show you guys what it looks like once these meals are all prepared. We have already ate several of these meals, and spoiler alert, they are amazing, okay? Amazing. And so at the end, I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. Let me know if you have any questions down below, or if you're new to freezer meals, because I am, and I would love to continue to do this. Just let me know your thoughts down below. Let's get into it. All right, friends, so all of our chicken has been trimmed up. My chicken thighs here, my chicken breast here, and like I said, we're gonna do 3 recipes because the 4th one I'm actually gonna save for dinner tonight. And so we're gonna go ahead and work this out. I have a lot of stuff on my countertop because I want to just go 1 recipe at a time and just keep banging them out. So our first recipe will be a grilled honey buffalo chicken thigh. And so we're going to use 2 pounds of our chicken thighs, and we're going to go ahead and get that process. To make sure I'm doing this right, I'm actually going to get a scale. Scale and some tongs. So we're gonna go ahead and put our chicken thighs in here first. We're just gonna do 2 pounds. I'm hoping that maybe I can get a couple of recipes out of these chicken thighs. Perfect, 2 pounds. So we're gonna set this aside. And so from there, it's fairly simple. Let me just zoom you guys in. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and start on our marinade, and all of these recipes will be linked down below. So we're gonna go in with 1/4 of a cup of buffalo sauce. Okay, and so to that, we're also going to add in our other ingredients. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. All right, now we're going to do our minced garlic clove. I mean, you never have too much garlic, in my opinion. We're going to do some black pepper. This takes a long time to come out. All right, and then to that, we're going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Doesn't seem like a lot of salt, huh? And then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of our parsley. And that is it for that one. So that is going to be our grilled chicken thighs, honey buffalo chicken thighs. So what I'm going to do is let all of the air out of this. I could have definitely used a 1/2 gallon bag. That's okay. We're just going to massage it all in there. see if we need any more spices or buffalo sauce. I think I'm gonna add some more buffalo sauce, to be honest. And just a little bit more honey. Because that doesn't look, I don't know, it looks pretty good, huh? I think I just have a little bit, we'll leave it. All right, one recipe down. All right, friends, so next we're gonna move to our next recipe, which is a spicy Mexican marinade. I'm gonna start off by zesting 2 limes. I will link this down below. It does not say to zest a lime. However, we like a little lime flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and zest this lime. And then once we're done zesting it, we're going to go in and we are going to juice both of these limes. All right, friends, my 2 limes are in there and well juiced. I am going to add 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Is this vegetable? Yes. 1/3 cup of vegetable oil to this. And then we're going to go in with our spices. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but cilantro, I did go ahead and add that in off camera. It calls for 1/2 cup, but we're not the biggest cilantro fans, so we didn't use that much cilantro. So I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon of cumin. This is a 1/2 teaspoon measure. So you're gonna go in for a teaspoon of cumin, followed by 1.5 teaspoons of oregano. Yeah, I had to smell it to make sure I remember which one it was. Oh, 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, not teaspoons. Let me get my tablespoons here. All right, this is a 1/2 tablespoon, so I'm gonna do this 3 times. We're also going to do 1.5 tablespoons of onion powder. This is going to be so flavorful. I did my cumin, onion powder, oregano, garlic powder is next. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. So this is 1/2, so I need to do this one 4 times. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And then we need to go in with some pepper. 1 teaspoon of paprika. And I need to do 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And then I need to add some chipotle paste. I don't have chipotle paste, so what I'm going to do is put in this diced chipotles. It said 2 tablespoons, so I'm just gonna do 2 tablespoons of this. Now we got some heat going. There we go. There's our marinade, and we're gonna mix this all up. And then in my bag here for my spicy chicken, I took 2.5 chicken breasts and I cut them into strips. So that gave me 2 pounds of chicken. So this is just a marinade. It didn't say how much chicken. So I have 2 pounds of chicken here. So we're gonna pour this in here, and this, oh, let me try it first. There's nothing bad in here. Ooh. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Okay, let's pour this in there. Oh, that has some heat too, guys. This is gonna be great for like fajitas, like tacos, some Mexican rice, and some refried beans. This is delicious. There we go. Let's get the air out of this best as we can. And let's just start. I think what I'm gonna do moving forward for my marinades for freezers is just to use my half-gallon bags instead of my gallon ones. And I think I'm gonna add some more spice to my honey buffalo one. Massage all of that goodness in there. That is beautiful. There we go, one down. All right guys, so this next one is just a grilled chicken breast marinade. It's just a basic marinade, but it's supposed to be the very best grilled chicken marinade. So we're going to give it a try. We're going to start off with 2 pounds of chicken here. Let me take this off my scale. Got 2 pounds of chicken. The recipe calls for 1.5, but I did 2 so that me and my husband can have leftovers. 1/3 cup of olive oil. Since I did more chicken, I'm just gonna add just a little extra olive oil. Perfect. All right, and so to this, we're going to do 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. What I'm going to resort to is 1 whole lemon. Rinse that off. And just like I did the lime, I'm going to zest some of this lemon. Lemon was almost on its final days too. All right, so what we have here is the oil, the lemon zest, as well as the lemon juice. So we're gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And this is not the reduced sodium kind that I'm using, so I will not add much extra salt to this. And we need 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. And then we need 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We need 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And then we need 1.5 teaspoons of all of these spices.
Just to save a little bit on time, just so you guys know, the spices that I'm using is onion powder, garlic powder, and salt, which I held off on, which is 1.5 teaspoons. And I'm going 1 teaspoon of dried basil, dried oregano, dried thyme, as well as dried paprika.
And then the last thing we're going to add is some red pepper flakes. We need 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And then we need some black pepper. All right, and we're gonna give this a good mix. See what it looks like. Oh, there you go. Hope you guys can see it. We're gonna give us a good mix, and we're gonna pour this over our chicken. I'm gonna try it first though. Just make sure the flavors are there. It may just need a little bit more acid. Actually, let's go in with just a little bit more balsamic vinegar, because I do think it needs just a little bit more acid. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Oh gosh, this is so good. Okay. We're gonna pour this over our chicken. And these are just a chicken breast. I may not need to, I wonder if I can get 2 out of this. What do you guys think? Let's see. Because that's going to be a lot of marinade for just 2 pounds of chicken. What do you guys think? Follow the recipe? Or what? I'm going to follow the recipe because I want flavorful chicken. I think that's what I want. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's plenty. That is plenty of marinade. And I actually have some more chicken breasts. So I'm going to use the rest of that chicken, that marinade on maybe a half a pound of chicken. That's plenty. So I would say, I don't know, you can use all the marinade. But remember, I cut my chicken breast thin. So I think that's going to be well more than enough marinade. Perfect. There we go. All right, we're gonna use the rest of that marinade. I actually went in and cut up 1.5 pounds of chicken breast into like nugget sizes so we can have grilled marinated chicken nuggets. So I'm just gonna pour the rest of this in here, and I think this is going to be plenty for 1.5 pounds. Just gonna add that right in there. There we go. This is the most satisfying part of it. Just rubbing that marinade in there. With some homemade ranch dressing, these nuggets are going to be amazing. All right, I think I actually have enough chicken for one more recipe. So we're gonna go ahead and squeeze that in, just like I thought at the beginning of the video, that I would have 4 recipes, and I do. All right, friends, so our last recipe will be a Peruvian style chicken. It does have a green sauce whenever you look at the recipe, but we'll make that once we cook the chicken. So right here, I have 1 pound almost 2 pounds of chicken thighs ready to go. I've squeezed out a little bit of lemon juice from those lemons that we had earlier, but I actually need a lot more. So the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. I probably have 1/2 tablespoon in there. So I have lemon juice from the refrigerator. So we're gonna do 1.5 tablespoons of this. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my flavor from using the bottle version. But let's add some garlic. We're a very garlic family, so garlic heavy family, so that's some garlic. 1/3 cup of soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. 2 teaspoons of cumin. And then 1 teaspoon of paprika. Also, the recipe did not call for onion powder and garlic powder, but I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of each in here. This is onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder because I already have real garlic in there. 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. And then we're gonna need some black pepper. There we go. That easy. In 3 minutes. Our Peruvian chicken marinade is complete. Make sure that's mixed really good. And we're gonna give this one a taste as well. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. That is so good. That's gonna be really good grilled up with that green sauce that they recommended. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this into our bag. And pour all of this over our chicken thighs. Put some air out. And there we go. We'll probably be eating all of these within the next week or two, to be honest. They just taste amazing. Perfect.
As promised, here's a couple of these meals all cooked up. This is our Peruvian chicken, which was amazing. We did make the green sauce as well, which was the perfect cool pairing, and it was just a delicious meal. The other recipe that I want to show you is the spicy Mexican chicken, which we had in strips, which were phenomenal. We had this for a lovely Taco Tuesday with all the taco toppings. So definitely leave me a comment down below if you're interested in these recipes or if you just have any questions. See you next time.